is Norma Piper. I would like to share with you a special memory and something unforgettable in my life. 25 years ago, my grandsons, David and Scott, were born 14 weeks prematurely. On the 3rd of September 1991, David weighed 900 grams and Scott 690 grams, and for several weeks their lives were very precarious indeed as they fought against many serious illnesses and infections. Their tiny bodies could only breathe and take nourishment through many tubes, while their lungs and other organs continued to develop. David and Scott spent 16 weeks in the special care nursery at the Women's Hospital. It was then at Paddington, while the wonderful doctors and nurses worked around the clock caring for them with their expertise and special training. We at home and friends prayed for their improvement each day. Their parents, Susan and John, could not hold their newborns until David was aged 2 weeks and Scott 4 weeks, when the two boys were able to leave the safety and security of their humidity cribs for a short period of time. Photographs were taken, one in particular being when Susan and John's wedding rings were slipped easily over the wrists of the tiny babes. They looked like very large bracelets. I'll just show you the photos with the wedding rings. When David and Scott came home at last on Christmas Eve 1991, the two little ones looked gorgeous, sound asleep together in one of their two large cots. From then on, they made steady progress, and it has been exciting watching their growth. Each birthday, first day at primary school, first communion and confirmation, high school, learning clarinet and guitar, school debating, swimming, life-saving, soccer, etc. Then attending TAFE and university, obtaining their driver's licences, forging their own way. When they were aged 20, Scott travelled to Egypt and David had a 7-week trip to Europe. At 195 centimetres tall, David, and Scott at 193 centimetres, I certainly look up to them and have great admiration for the fine young men they have become. Now at 25, David is working with Channel 9 and Scott has almost completed 2 years teaching high school at Luton, north of London. During David and Scott's first year, I was going through a very traumatic time myself. The ending of my 33-year marriage, the death of my only sister, selling the family home, etc. With the result, I became quite unwell and feared I might also die. The Queen said that year, 1992, was her annus horribilis, and I certainly agreed with her. Then when I realised that these two little babies had overcome so many obstacles to stay alive, I wanted to survive also, to see them grow up. I have been privileged to be a part of their lives. I'm a very, very proud nana.